Smash that limiter!
By the way, Oak is not
probably at least
sponsored
a
at
decade
all.
ago.
We don't have sponsorships at all.
Oh no, no. Last time I had an Oak was at least a decade ago.
Yeah, I think I had an Oak a few months ago. Yeah, definitely a few months ago. My favorite Oak is the eggnog is fucking good. Chocolate, obviously. I don't like their coffee. Their coffee sucks dick. Yeah.
I think I had really. I think the only thing I would drink would be a Dare Espresso. Or Dare Double Espresso. I do like that one. But in terms of Oak, I try to steer away from anything that isn't coffee, tea, water, or alcohol. Just because I just stopped drinking intaking a lot of sugar because sugar's bad. I don't like sugar.
I do drink a lot of sugar, but that's just me though.
You should probably stop doing that.
I drink Pepsi Max instead of like full.
Yeah. Oh god.
But
we'll take the atomic bombs as opposed to the regular bombs, sir.
That's it. That's the point. But in saying that, I do drink Mother's like a mother once a week. I do like their non-zero sugar one though. It's actually not bad, but I can't drink coffee, so that's the reason why I do it. Well, I can drink coffee. I can drink coffee. I can't do it while I'm at work. I have to be at home in a safe place where I can immediately run to the toilet.
Oh, right.
It gives me some severe cases.
Right.
Yes. Unfortunately, I genetically am fucked, so there's a lot of things. Actually, there's a lot of things that my stomach hates me on, like pork, for example. Like if I roast pork, it makes me unsettled, which sucks because I love roast pork. Roast pork's fucking the bomb, especially crackling.
Oh yeah.
So
I was just going to say your camera was out of focus, but it seemed to have worked itself. Hello, Lurker.
This camera.
How are you, Valkyrie?
This camera's like that. Changing the light profiles, maybe it might do
light profile.
Yeah, well, I have like a ring. So look, woo! So it has like a ring light in front of it.
Yeah,
typical streaming shit. But this one's cool. You know, I see people going to JB Hi-Fi and spend hundreds of dollars.
Oh god!
On a fucking selfie ring light or podcast ring light, and I went to eBay and I paid $15.
Yeah, you can get something similar to that with various light settings at Bunnings. I'm sure. I'm gonna look this up right now.
Yeah, well, this has various light settings. It's literally got a control board on the light. And you can go and just press buttons. You can also connect it up to a USB. Because it's got a USB pass-through as well, which is really handy.
Oh.
So you can plug like your webcam into it as well, and then you can run your webcam off it, so you only use one port instead of two. I don't do that because I have phantom power in my USB hub. My USB hub runs 12-volt boosted power.
Right.
So, yeah. I have a powered USB hub. That's the only way I can keep all the appliances running. Because, like, this microphone runs through it. Keyboard, mouse, webcam, light, headset. All this runs through the USB hub. And also when I use my sim gear, and that runs through it as well. So without that 12-volt power to power it and boost like all the power for all this stuff. So basically the 12-volt power that is plugged into electricity provides the power for all the appliances. And then the only thing that goes to and from the computer is just the signals, the data transfer. So then that way your computer doesn't have to power all these appliances on its own. Otherwise, it just won't do it. So,
yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's why if you go USB hubs, you should always go powered. Otherwise, you get instabilities and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, got much planned for the weekend then, Spliffy?
For this weekend, I'm actually helping a sibling move into their new house.
Oh, fun! I hate moving.
I've only done it a couple of. I think I've only done it a couple of times in my life.
The last time I moved was interesting. It wasn't hard or anything. It was just interesting because when I went to move Nagini, she got out of her bag, and I saw her moving in her bag, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" And then anyway, and I look back on the road because I'm driving, obviously.
Yeah.
And then next minute I feel a tongue flicker on my hand, and I look down, and Nagini's out of her bag, and I'm like, "Oh, great! This is gonna be fun." So I pulled over, and then I wrangled a 7 foot long snake out of my car, and then trying to wrangle a 7 foot long snake into a small bag is it's a lot of fun on the side of the road. I mean, luckily she wasn't in a pissed off mood like she is tonight. Tonight, fucking, I had to move her tank around a bit, and she's not. She's not in a happy mood. She was looking at my hand, thinking, "You come near me, I'm gonna fucking take it off." She's a big snake, so yeah, she's not fun if she bites you. She'll make you bleed.
No, I imagine not. So
make you bleed for a long time.
I'm sure you've been bitten by a snake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how would you describe getting bitten by a snake?
When they're young, it's not so bad. It depends as well what breed snake. Like, for example, if you were to get bitten by a scrub python, that's a hospital visit, that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have huge teeth and fucking shitloads of them. They will mess you up. They are they're really gnarly in their bites. Diamond pythons are pretty fucking gnarly too, which is what she is.
Yeah.
They're less inclined to bite though. Nagini is the exception because Nagini she doesn't really like to bite, but instances like tonight she would bite me if I pushed her too much. Without a doubt. She's bit me once before and almost nailed me a few times. I just sort of read her body language to try and avoid it. The one time she did bite me, she was in the process of going through a shed. I had to handle her, so it wasn't like I could leave her.
Yeah.
I pulled her out, and what happened was when I put her back in her tank, when I'd finished cleaning her tank out and whatnot, because what happened was she spilt water all over the place and made a fucking huge mess. But I had to get the substrate out because it spilled all over the heat mat. So I had to quickly clean it out so that the heat mat didn't get damaged. And so I had to pull her out. And as I was putting her in there, she fucking wasn't having any of it. And she just nailed my hand and it bled for hours. It didn't hurt. It felt, because she was younger then, but it felt like many, many, many fine needles going into your hand.
Ew.
Yeah. And she was very quick. It wasn't like a feeding bite. A feeding bite would be real gnarly because they latch on and they actual crunch. If they're pissed off with you, they just do that. So they latch on. You feel the teeth. You feel the teeth stabbing into you, and then immediately let go. So it's not as bad when they bite you out of fear or aggression, like defensive bite, I would call it. But she is a very big snake now. If she was to latch onto me, it will make a mess.
Far out.
Yeah, she's got a big head on her now. But yeah, but it's fun. She hasn't bit me yet, but I also don't give her an opportunity to. So I don't like.
Well, that's always
I'm not like one of those weird herpers that love getting bitten by animals. I kind of avoid it. So You know.
it's like your best friend comes like rushing over, your wrist in hand. You're like, you'll never guess what happened. It's the best day of my life. I just got bitten by a snake.
I know he fucking heaps of guys that will just not give a shit.
It's
Like
like
they
trying to
come.
kick down your door to deliver you the good news. Quick, I gotta tell you something. Open the door. They're like, open the door.
Yeah, I used to know a guy that would do anything to catch his snake or lizard, whatever he was after,
Yeah.
and he would chase them into bushes that are spiky. He would pull his hand out, and he's got the lizard in his hand, and his hands just fucking bleeding everywhere from the thorns and the bushes. Don't give a shit. He's caught the lizard. He's like, look at this. I got the fucker. Crazy motherfucker. I've seen him fucking
Oh wow.
being nailed by a fucking carpet python and
Mm.
just like go, yeah, fucking he got me good, didn't he? Fair enough.
Oh wow.
The only animals obviously he didn't intentionally get bitten by were goannas and sorry, my eyes really sore tonight. Goannas
Just rip it
and
out.
obviously venomous snakes. So he wasn't that crazy.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, he would grab them and tail them and whatnot, but he, wouldn't get bitten by them. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was nuts. But he was very knowledgeable though. Very knowledgeable. But yeah, it's funny that. I still don't think I would fuck with a goanna in the wild either. Like I'm one of the type of people that I'd like to observe. So like, if I see a brown snake in the wild, I'll just follow it.
The scribe.
What do you mean? Describe it.
The scribe. No, the scribe. You write things down.
Yeah.
Down.
I just don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll catch like a bearded dragon, netted dragon, painted dragon, land mullets, all the skinks. I'd catch them and have a look at them and whatnot. But when it comes to the animals that like I know would severely, like if I was to get bitten in the middle of nowhere, I'd need to go to hospital. I just don't really feel that I need to do that. I need to fuck with them.
Yeah, you know what? That's okay. I'll take a back seat on this one. Thanks.
I would like a goanna for a pet though. That'd be kind of fun. But you need a lot of space. A lot of space. Like if you were to have like a lace monitor, honestly, you would need an aviary.
Yeah.
Like a big aviary. Like like size of a bedroom almost, I think. I've seen people have lacies in like a normal snake enclosure. When they're young, you could get away with it, but when they grow full size, no, they need fucking space. They need like, I reckon a 6x4 room. Honestly, 6 meters by 4 meters. I think that would be perfect for them. Oh, even a 4x4 would be good. Because lacies are, they grow pretty big and they like to climb trees and shit too. So you would need the height and you'd need the they're just highly intelligent, need a lot of stimulation. I think all monitors and goannas are like that, but unfortunately I see too many people keep them and they don't have fucking adequate space for them and it annoys the shit out of me. Same with crocodiles. The amount of fucking people that have crocodiles and they have in small little fucking enclosures, especially saltwater crocodiles.
Yes, you will be my emotional validation. Now stay still.
Like,
don't move.
They sell saltwater crocodiles at my local fucking reptile shop, right?
Yeah.
You have to have special permits and stuff like that. Yeah, which is good. But like, if I was to buy a salty, I would have to have a block of land. So then that way I can make an adequate pen for it. You know, these creatures are the world's largest predatory reptile.
Yeah.
They can grow up to 20 foot long.
Which how many is that in normal person language?
20 foot is
6 meters. Oh, just over 6 meters.
right. That doesn't sound
Which
right.
is really big. I've looked at it at a converter. 20 foot equals 6.096 meters.
Yeah, 20 foot.
Mm.
So on average, they're about 18 to 17 foot. It's like a normal size. Wild
Yeah.
croc 17 foot. So, you know, they're fucking big.
Yeah.
You know, and you're gonna stick them in like a little kiddie's pool. I mean,
Yeah,
when
for
when they're babies,
they're my idol for emotional validation. I need to wake up in the morning. No, I feel like I live a life of luxury.
Yeah, I just I feel sorry for them. That's all.
Yeah.
They're
Oops, sorry.
no, I'm done.
Okay. I have been analyzing the absolute hell out of music theory to come to a better understanding of music theory.
I still don't understand what you're on about when it comes to music theory, but explain.
So I think it was about 6 months ago I decided to really analyze music in terms of getting down to key signatures, modes, and all of its modes.
Yeah.
So you have the Ionian, the Dorian, the Phrygian, the Mixolydian. No, the Lydian, the Mixolydian, the Aeolian, and the Locrian scales.
Yeah.
What I learned is that all those modes are just the Ionian scales of other key signatures. They all have the exact same notes in it. So then I went down this rabbit hole of music theory, and then I learned about 13, and then I learned about how 13th chords work in a major scale, and then sort of cross compared that to all the other 13th chords in all of its related what is it related Ionian scales, and it's fucking weird. It's like there's no real pattern to it. I've only analyzed one major scale, A being A major, and then I'll probably go to A sharp major tonight, and then go from there. See if I can't figure out a pattern, and then go from there, and then figure out how that works in a music structure. And
have you ever experimented? Right.
Yeah.
So, have you ever experimented with creating music, removing the frequencies that we can't hear, and having the frequencies that we can hear? Sorry. So, say for example, you have like high definition music file, right? It has all the frequency ranges you can possibly do.
Yeah.
With our current technology, right?
Yes.
Remove all the frequencies we can't hear.
Yeah.
Versus with all the frequencies we can hear. Is there actually a difference? Like, do you think that there could be a difference?
I have no idea what the hell that means.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
I don't know what you mean by your question. So if I remove all the frequencies I can't hear and compare it to the frequencies I can hear, yeah, I can't hear infrared frequencies. I can't hear ultraviolet frequencies.
What I'm saying is,
yeah.
So say you have a full bandwidth of frequencies in an audio.
Yeah.
File, right.
Yeah.
You keep that file, and then you add and then you copy it, and then you remove all the frequencies you can't hear. By doing that, would that affect the frequencies you can hear by removing them, or keeping them? Does it affect, like, do those frequencies we can't hear interact at any way with the frequencies we can hear? Is what I'm trying to get at.
No.
How is that?
I've
Because they both influence air pressures, right?
What? No, yeah. Well,
Yeah, when they're produced in sound, they vibrate the air to produce sound, right?
Yes.
So what I'm getting at, because I'm not talking about looking at a computer and just looking at the little fucking like that.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at. All right, so say for example, you just have a tone with one frequency.
Yeah.
One frequency at 1 hertz, 1 decibel, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Then you add another frequency to that sound,
Yeah.
and then it changes it, doesn't it?
Oh, okay. You're talking about.
That's what I'm getting
You're putting.
at.
Oh my fucking god.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. All right.
So you're talking about harmonics.
Yes.
You're talking about overtones and undertones.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm glad we got to
Well, I don't know the fucking terminology. All right. I'm just
I
explaining
understand that. But I understand
I'm
that.
not a
I was just
music
so
guy.
I just didn't understand the question. We're like, if you take all the frequencies you can hear and remove all the frequencies that you can't hear, how does that affect it? Oh, hi, Punky Wug. All right. Okay. So yes. Let's just say, for example, you have a uh let's just say you have a frequency of 1 kilohertz, and it exists in that space. So you look at it in 1 second, you have 1,000 waveforms.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm rolling with that. You have 1,000 waveforms in a 1 second interval.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in on a singular waveform. So it just looks like a regular one singular sinusoid, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to introduce 2 kilohertz. So 2 kilohertz occurs twice as frequently as 1 kilohertz. So in that one wavelength, that's what I was looking for. In that 1 kilohertz wavelength, you have a peak and a trough. With the 2 kilohertz, you have a peak, a trough, a peak, a trough. You have a peak, a trough, a peak, and a trough, and that's how that works.
Okay.
So when they added together, they reinforce each other.
Yeah.
So if you could imagine, if you will, that 1 kilohertz wavelength, and it's still following that shape of that 1 kilohertz wavelength. It just looks a little bumpier than it was previously once you introduce the 2 kilohertz. Okay. So yes, it does change the sound when you add frequencies and remove frequencies from sound.
Well, that's good then. So my thoughts are right.
Yes.
Oh, you sound like I'm an idiot.
No, I just honestly did not fucking understand your question. It's like if you have all the frequencies that you can hear, if you just remove them, how does that affect it? Like you can't hear anything. That's how that works.
But I said you only remove the frequencies you can't hear with the human ears. What I was getting at.
Yeah, well, that's about below 20 hertz and above 20 kilohertz. If you remove those, then you won't.
It is going. It's going.
Yeah, it's still going. It's going great. We're talking about audio theory. So here's actually here's an interesting proposition I want to ask you. I am always talking about audio because the audio is my fucking
That's
life,
sick,
dude.
by the way. No. Speaking of bloody, all right, let's go fucking cars because what Punky
Okay.
Wog is just talking about has got me fucking intrigued.
No, I don't, Valkyrie. I don't talk about anything else. I talk about audio because audio is love. Audio is life.
I want to see what this fucking steering wheel looks like. Keep saying his name. Sorry, Punky Rogs. Fuck, I'm really bad tonight. Images. Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, let's have a look. See. So, Punky Rog was saying that his dad, who owns an SS VF Series 2, is it? Commodore, changed his standard wheel to that one.
Oh.
So it's got paddle shifters, so he can change up and down the gears with the paddles.
Wow.
It looks nice. That looks good. That looks good, Punky Wog. Tell him he made a good choice. Looks sick. Because that's what the originals look like. And then it's gone to that. I mean, they look pretty much similar, but it's just got the paddles on the back of it. That's all. That looks sick. I've always wanted to have paddle. Well, actually, no. I've driven cars with paddle shifts before, but I've never owned a car with paddle shifts. Usually, your high end stuff. It looks sick. He got it 250. Wow, that's pretty cheap.
Bad price.
That's awesome, man. Good on you. Yeah, I'd imagine there wouldn't be much delay because it's all electronic. It'd be pretty quick.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll show you what car he's got. So he's got a.
What car does he have? Some sort of. Was a Holden S. Was a Holden SS or a Holden SV?
Holden SS.
Holden SS.
No, the SSV is like a deluxe edition.
Ah,
SS.
okay.
Yeah. So his car looks like these. It's more in that color.
Green.
No, black.
Oh, black.
Yeah.
SSV Redline is the next one up. Good to know.
Yeah, that's the red line there. They're a really nice looking car. Good motor. One of Holden's fastest production cars. But yeah, I like them. They're good. I don't like the V6s of the VFs, so I think the V6s of the VFs are a heap of shit and they should die. They're crap. They got a crap motor. But the SSs can't go wrong with LS. So yeah. I was actually talking, speaking of bloody LSs. So do you know what an LS motor is?
No.
Right, so an LS motor is the GM General Motors V8.
Right.
So it's really old. It's been around fucking long time now. Since the 80s, I think it was first production. Late 80s, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, maybe in 90s. And what's the important question, Valkyrie?
What's the important question we have to know?
So if you could be any car.
If you could be any car, what car would you be? Also, it was my car at my Nano's, and apparently, when I serviced my car at Gep's, he found a tiny leak. I can't remember where, but it's not major, and it was fixed. Awesome.
So
I had a oil leak in my car.
We also kept telling him as well that there's something wrong with his stock exhaust back in the day, and was like, "There's something wrong with the exhaust, man. It's fucked." Because when you accelerate, it would like sound like shit. And so he took it to, because it's car's under warranty, so he took it to his dealership, which is talking about there. They were like, "There's nothing wrong with it," and we're like, "There's something wrong with it." Anyway, he got a whole new exhaust, and the problem went away. So obviously there was something wrong with it. It was something in the engine bay, was it? I don't know. It sounded like an exhaust leak to me. I just remember when you replaced the exhaust that it wasn't there anymore. But you also had other things that you found as well while you're driving. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But point is, this is the reason why I say Punky Wog to do your own stuff or get someone you trust on your car, because dealerships are the worst because they don't actually know how to fix cars. They're full of shit. They're usually just some fucking apprentice that gets paid to do oil changes, and that's it. He doesn't know how to diagnose, doesn't know how a car fucking even works half the time. So that's why you do it yourself. That's why this weekend I am servicing my car myself. I am going to take my dad's Ute for a drive because he hasn't been able to drive for ages. And take his Ute for a drive around the block, and then I'll put my car in the driveway and I'll service my car at my parents' house. And it's such an ordeal doing my car. I hate it. But
because you gotta take the wheel off to do all the.
Yeah, I gotta take the wheel off. Gotta take the inner guard off. I gotta take all this shit off. Undo the bash plates and stuff. Yeah.
I want to answer Valkyrie's question. If you could be any car, which car would you be? For me, I would wholeheartedly be a Daihatsu Hi-Jet minivan. One of those little...
Yeah, I could see you doing that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'd just be buzzing around the streets, like, get out. Why? What do you mean, why? It's like the coolest little thing ever.
You'd be a potato.
You'd be a potato.
I would be that. I would be a Ford Cosworth. I like them.
Yeah, that looks like you. Yeah. I want to be like a little tiny car that can go anywhere. But little like, fucking, get
little fucking turbo monster of a car. They didn't sell them fucking here, and it really disappoints me. Look at that motor. Oh. It's a big fucking motor. Look at the size of the turbo in that Cosworth. Look at the size of the turbo.
Holy wow. That engine bay is packed.
Yeah. Cosworth motors are fucking sick. Hey, that's not a Cosworth motor. That looks like a Nissan. Oh no, it's Cosworth. Yeah, they're a fucking awesome motor. Can't really get them in Australia though, which kind of sucks. They sold them predominantly in the UK. But they're fucking awesome car. Look at that. Ford Cosworth get pulled over by Ford Cosworth. Love it.
As you do.
Yeah.
So I witnessed a 7-car pileup today.
Yes, do explain. How did that happen?
So, it was literally super simple. People were not keeping their distance. It happened when everyone was stopped.
Really?
Yeah, it was so bad.
Always does.
You just needed one person to not pay attention, and then summed up with people who were just too close to each other at a traffic light. And there's one person who's just not paying attention, took too long to slow down, and just rear-ended one person, and then you have this domino effect.
Okay, now, if you were a car, think sentient being like cars.
Yeah.
Where would you go for your first road trip?
That's a good question. Okay, if I was to go, where would I go for my first road trip?
Mine would probably be the Great Ocean Road, because that's an awesome drive.
Does it have to be in Australia?
No.
No? No. I can just... No? Okay. I want to just, my first road trip. Oh god. Now I actually don't know. I'm sort of tripping over my tongue now. What do I want to say? You can get on cargo planes trademark. Oh, that's a good question. I would like to drive around.
Sorry, I'm
I'm trying to think of somewhere.
because I don't like the way they were in camera.
I think I'd just like to drive around Japan. I don't know if I'd necessarily have a destination. Just top of, from bottom of Japan to the tippy top of Japan, and then probably back down again.
That would be pretty good, I reckon. Japan would be a good drive.
That would be because it take you probably how long would it actually hang on, I need to look this up right now. Google Maps. I need to look this up right now.
That's better looking,
So
I think.
I'm going to look this up right now. What is the lowest? Is it longitude town in Japan? List of extreme points of Japan. Oh, hang on. What's the southernmost point of Japan?
If my horn,
Oh, that's an easy one. Ah!
my horn would be the sound of an AK-47 firing.
Of course it fucking would be.
No one
Southernmost point of Japan. Okay, I found that.
would be in your
Copy.
way.
No, I don't want this. Okay, let's see. So, no, you have to make it with your mouth. Yeah, okay, that's the southernmost point of Japan. So, oh shit, Japan. What the fuck?
What?
Okay, Japan has a lot of. Apparently, Japan has a lot of islands south of Japan.
Didn't you know that?
No. So
Japan has heaps of islands, man. Japan is an island.
Shut up. Okay, so directions. I need directions to what is the northmost point of Japan. Cape Sawyer.
Gets really fucking cold in some parts of Japan too. That'd be fun, driving in the snow.
Huh? We lost. Apparently, I'm not there. Apparently, we lost Spliffy.
I don't know. His audio's coming through on my end.
Let's see. Cape Sawyer. You are lost in the sauce.
Wait, are you actually saying you can't hear him?
The Japan road trip sauce.
She's trolling us.
Oh my god, why are you like this? Best travel. By plane, it would take 8 hours by plane to get to the northmost point to the lowest point of Japan. By car, it can't calculate it. Okay, let's have a look at here. Okay.
Mate, you need to. You know what you need to do. You're doing it the wrong way.
What's that?
You're doing it the wrong way.
Shut up. Okay, so I found this one.
Right.
Actually, let's just do it.
I'll show you. I will show you.
Directions. Okay. Cape Sawyer. Can we drive? Can we do a drive here? It actually has to think about this.
This goes...
We can drive. I found a path that we can drive to from the highest point in Japan to lowest point in Japan, and it would take 39 hours. So from Cape Sawyer to Cape Sata. Cape Sawyer to Cape Sata. It would take 39 hours. I have no idea if you're being sarcastic or not, Valkyrie. But from Cape Sawyer to Cape Saya, how do I share this with you? I might even be able to just... Hang on, let me just try this.
I know there's a ferry to and from there. Jesus Christ. Japan is
Yes, a lot of there.
So
Is there any fuel? What is that? Valkyrie, what is spaghetti?
Let's go.
Are you printing spaghetti? I'm so confused.
Alright, let's go to.
Okay, so it would take 39 hours and it's one long drive. It's a copy paste.
Driving is not available, but it
Yes.
yeah.
No. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Public
Hang on, that's not
is.
even. No.
Driving's not available, man. Can't.
No, shut up. Go onto the Discord. Go onto the Discord, and I've sent you a link.
No, you need to go here. So we'll go there, right? Because you can walk there, and then we go up here.
We're not walking. You complete.
We gotta walk. You gotta walk.
No, look, I've given you 2 destinations. It's from the most northern point of Japan to the southernmost point of Japan on the singular island. You're not doing it properly.
No, it's not working. It's just not working. You know?
No, it is working. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna jump through the screen and strangle you right now.
Let's do it from.
No, I've
from here.
I've sent you the locations on Discord.
Nah, you can't.
Yes.
You can't do it. Nah.
What do you? No. Yes, you can.
Nah. Nisa, no.
Misa, yes.
No, you can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Nah. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, let's remove that destination. I want to see actually how long it takes you to go to drive in Japan, since we're in this little doohickey thing.
On the island of Japan, it would take 39 hours to get from the top point of Japan to the lowest point of Japan.
What are you talking about? What is wrong with you? Why are you upset?
What? Because you're annoying me.
I'm not annoying you. What are you talking about? Let's go here.
Where are you looking at? That's not the top of Japan.
That is the top of Japan.
What are you talking? No, I looked it up. It said Cape Sawyer.
Yeah, up here.
Yeah, you're not even close to it.
There's a ferry there. You gotta get to the ferry.
No,
that's not driving. All right.
Yeah, that's driving.
No, it's not. You're going on a boat. You're on a seafaring vessel at that point, so you're not driving anymore.
You can still remain in the car.
No, you're not. You're not. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It would take 11 days to walk.
Why the?
Oh wow! It only takes less than 2 weeks to walk from one side of Japan to the other.
Really? How big is Japan compared to Australia?
Fucking tiny.
Is it?
Well, I mean, okay. What is it? Surface area? Yeah, surface area of Japan, and then surface area of Australia.
Why are you doing this to me?
What? Okay, so Australia is 7.688 million kilometers squared. Wow. Japan is 377,973 kilometers squared. So it's
we're big.
We're huge. So that's probably 3 times 7. We're about 21 times the size of Japan. Shut up, Valkyrie! We're getting there. Now, Hunter, do what I'm telling you, please, for the love of God.
Nah, I'm doing random zoom in on people's backyards and seeing.
Why? Oh my God! Why are you like this?
Because I want to see what people got going on in their backyard. You know, people go on about privacy. Like the other day, my mum was going on about people with drones, and she's like, "But they're looking in your backyard," and I'm like, I can literally look in your backyard on Google Earth.
Yeah, but these things are like these photos from like 6 years ago.
No, they're not. They update it every 3 years.
So these pictures are probably from like a year or two ago.
Yeah, but I can see what they did a year or two ago. I could witness a murder. You don't know. Why is there so many white cars?
Because it's Japan? I don't know how to answer that question.
No, look. White car, white car, white car.
So?
White car, blue car, white car, white car, white car. Oh, they're all fucking white. Look how many white cars are in line here. That must be like a facility or something.
Shut up, Valkyrie, with your facts. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
They did.
It would take... Yes! It would take 39 hours to get from the top of Japan to the bottom of Japan, and another 39 hours. It would take about 30... It would take about... Hang on, I have to do math here. It would take 78 hours to get from the top to the bottom and then back to the top.
Japan really do not like colors.
Yes, they do.
No, look. Look how many fucking white cars are at the shopping center.
Why are you so focused on this? Look at the buildings. Go to Tokyo and tell me that Japan doesn't like colors.
No,
go to Japan.
They're
go to
all
Tokyo.
White fucking cars.
Shut up. Get out of the parking lot. Get to Japan. Get to Tokyo, Japan, and look at the nice color, pretty neon colors.
I don't know. Looking in the middle of fucking...
Oh my god, would you look at the bush? Look at the middle of the bush, there's nothing but green. What the hell's wrong with this?
I don't know how do you pronounce that.
Why? What?
I said that name.
Yugoshi.
Yugoshi? That's... I think it's... Yeah. I don't know.
Where are you?
Fucking... I remember Tokyo. I remember bloody,
Holy crap, Tokyo's enormous. That's like a significant portion of the land. Holy crap.
Tokyo's massive, man.
It's huge.
Look how many fucking buildings are on it.
There's a city within Tokyo. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it?
Oh, the Imperial Palace.
And then there's Tokyo City.
Let's have a spy on the Imperial Palace. Imperial Palace is very disappointing.
Oh, shut up!
Look at it. Look how tiny it is.
Everything is. Oh my god! Everything is disappointing to you.
That is disappointing. The fucking drug lord that lives in my state has a bigger complex than this.
Oh my god!
He's a drug lord, like, you know.
Of course he is. What? Kawasaki.
That is like that is a. I'm sorry, Emperor of Japan, but your house needs a serious
hang on.
upgrade.
Does Japan even have it? Hang on, I need to look.
Japan does have an emperor. Yes.
Does Japan have an emperor?
Yes, they do have high monarch.
Shut up. Does Japan have?
Wow.
Have states? Have
science
a
and technology
monarchy?
Cool.
Science. The Emperor of Japan, Tenno, pronounced Tenno, literally ruler of heaven or heavenly sovereign, is the hereditary monarch and head of state of Japan.
Yep.
So what the hell does the president do? Or the prime minister? Is it prime minister?
The prime minister would pretty much be the voice of the emperor.
Right.
Because they do have politicians and stuff like that represented the people, but at the end of the day, the emperor has final say. But on most cases, he doesn't really interfere or do anything really. This looks cool, this museum.
I can't, imagine if you go, walk into the emperor, the palace of Japan.
Yeah.
And the king is our monarch. What does our prime minister do, Spliffy? Absolutely fuck all. You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh, crap.
Well, ever since World War II, they kind of got the fear. Because in World War II, I thought that they were going to kill the emperor in World War II, because the emperor in World War II, obviously...
Didn't the people of Japan hang their own emperor after World War II?
No.
Oh.
He lived until
a
right old age and died of old age. He had absolutely no fucking consequences for the just a disgusting way he treated his people and brainwashed his people to do heinous crimes. I really thought that they were going to do something, but no, what they did is they ended up saying that you can obviously keep your monarch position, but you have to relinquish your title of godhood. And so that's what they had to do.
That's such an odd request.
Yeah, because back then the emperor was known as a god. He was regarded as a god. Yeah. So
it's like we're gonna let you. You're not gonna have any consequences except you have to stop playing God.
Basically, yeah. I mean, think about it. Like Kim Jong Un, is that cunt still alive? Because he like disappeared for a while.
I don't know.
But anyway, so Kim Jong Un is apparently a god or demigod, because you remember the jokes coming out that like he doesn't poo.
No, I've literally never heard of that.
Yeah, that's actually.
Or I forgot where I was for a minute. Yeah, I get that. I get that all the time, just every minute.
So like, for example, he is a god in his people's eyes. He is a demigod. He is a being above them. And
a god and a demigod are two different things.
Not really. One's half god and one's full god.
Yeah. What is a circle and a semicircle the same thing?
You're arguing about mundane things, all right?
We are talking about mundane things.
No.
Yes,
no.
we are.
But anyway, so essentially it's the same principle. So
no, hang on. Parts of the same thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm dying on this fucking hill right now. A semicircle and a circle are not the same thing.
They are, man. One's just
they
cut in half.
They are not.
They started off the same and they just ended halfway through.
What? But that's not the same thing.
But it is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
The only difference is the surface area.
What?
And the perimeter.
And literally everything else.
Well, the radius is different, but only half.
What? No. No.
Actually, no, the radius would be the same. It's the
radius would be the same. The diameter is different.
Actually, no, the radius wouldn't be the same because it's missing a half, so you can't go radius on the other side because it's a semicircle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the radius would be different.
A slice of a pizza is a semicircle. Yeah, but okay. So Valkyrie, if Domino's delivered your pizza, but they delivered half of your pizza, you're not going to look at it and say, "Well, there's the whole pizza. I'm definitely got the whole pizza." A whole pizza is a circle. Oh my fucking god! This is literally what I'm saying. This is literally what I'm saying. Is that half a semicircle and a circle are two different things?
Speaking of dumb things, I'm going to tell the story, right? So,
go on.
My parents found out that someone has somehow got hold of the numbers for their credit card.
Uh-oh.
And they've been spending money on Uber Eats in Sydney.
Right.
So,
hang on, but it has to go to a destination, right?
Yeah, it does. It's in Sydney.
Yeah.
And we are states away, so a little impossible for us to eat Uber Eats in Sydney.
Yeah.
So that's a bit alarming that the bank didn't come up with alarm bells about that, right? And anyway, so my parents go to the bank and they turn around and said, "Oh, it must be one of your kids." And they replied back, "Our kids haven't been to Sydney in like, I don't know, half a decade, more maybe." And they were like, "Nah, it was definitely kids. You've definitely given your kids." No. And then the stupid fucking bank teller.
Valkyrie, I'll get to you in a minute.
Then the stupid fucking bank teller turns around and says, "Well, that's what you get for purchasing things on eBay."
What? Huh?
eBay
that doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's moronic. Okay,
yeah.
what I was getting at, Valkyrie, is that if it has to have a destination, so you can easily like tell the police like, "Oh, hey, they might live there, as indicated by the destination. Do you want to go check it out?
They're not even interested. They don't give a shit. They honestly think that it's one of us, which it isn't, because no one in our family eats Uber Eats because Uber Eats is a ripoff.
No,
and also, we don't live in Sydney as well.
Is Uber? Hang on, I need to look this up.
Uber Eats is a ripoff, man.
Uber Eats a restaurant?
No, it's. You don't know what Uber Eats is?
No.
Uber Eats is the service that you pay to pick up like McDonald's and other foods and
I thought so, which is why I got really confused when you said no one eats Uber Eats because it's a ripoff.
It is a ripoff.
I understand. I know that.
Because a lot of the time, like for example, let's take a takeaway shop, like a pizza shop or something like that, or fish and chips.
Let's get back to pizza.
Fish and chips is a good example. A lot of the time,
fish and chips is not a form of pizza.
Shut up. A lot of the times, they will skimp out on quantity and quality on Uber Eats versus you go in yourself and buy it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, like, you get half the food amount that you would if you were to go through Uber Eats and double the price. And
that means it's 4 times the price.
And then you have to pay fucking... You have to pay the, obviously, the delivery. And then half the time you get it and it's like fucking missing shit or bloody this is wrong and all sort of shit. So I hate it.
Fuck
so
that.
we don't use it. And the bank's just not interested whatsoever. So gonna have to try and chase up Uber Eats and try and get them to refund the money that was used because obviously it wasn't us. But they'll turn around and say, "I'll go to your bank," and then the bank's just like,
"The bank like go to Uber Eats, go to your bank."
Yeah, it's stupid bank. Yeah.
What have you done? What is that, Valkyrie? Is that an octopus with? Well, it's like a duopus. That does not sound right.
Duopus.
Is that like instead of octopus being 8 legs, it's 2, which is it's a squid. Oh, fucking course, it's a fucking squid. Yeah, obviously. What was I thinking? What was I possibly thinking that could have even remotely given away that it was a squid as opposed to an octopus? It wasn't the eyes. Shut up!
So aggressive, Spliffy.
I don't know why. Actually, I do know why.
Why?
Look at the head shape of his head. I'm not a squidologist. I'll just work. Or more specifically, a colleague at work. I won't go into details, but just someone at work being an absolute squidologist. Shut up. It's just someone being an literal fuckwit at work. Like, I mean, in the actual sense that they're just doing nothing and having a tantrum and something's inconveniencing them.
Yeah.
Just work. Squidologist. Shut up.
I don't know if I want to raid into another Australian or not.
Well, what's the point? Is the person you, Spliffy? No.
Oh, they're part.
I don't have tantrums.
Never mind about that then.
I actually work at work because I enjoy what I do.
We'll raid into this person. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much for coming in to say hello. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for joining in our midweek stream.
Yeah.
I definitely do not have tantrums. What are you talking about?
Especially when, raid about pizzas and semicircles and stuff.
No. I will die on this fucking hill. A semicircle is not... the semicircle is not the same as a circle.
What are you talking about? It is.
No, it's not.
It is, yeah.
No, it's not.
It is, yeah.
No, it's not.
It is.
What's the shape of your wheel?
Anyway, see you all later. Hope you have a good night and day depending where you are in the world, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.